It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is Gillisley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards. First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Gillisley. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Gillisley. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They run it with Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Gillisley, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have taken the early lead. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sanders,
and on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. It's a second down run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him to the 37 here for first under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Davion Taylor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Chicago.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Here's Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
To number 41.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Taylor's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's get off the field.
And he's got room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vic Beasley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 20. Here's Taylor to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Bears first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Taylor on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 29 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He was calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot, but when we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion.
6-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
29 is Mike 29.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47 is the mark. Nothing here. Oh, man. Check, 47. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. 18. Let's go. Give me something. Here we go. Hey, check right 47. Check right 47.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Down by Buster Screen.
Now Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is caught. Watkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
In your face.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Final score, Bears.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams